experiences and proud to legally contribute to society as a local business owner of a publications company, Unlimited Success Publications LLC, and Unlimited Success Transportation LLC. While incarcerated, he authored a total of 6 books, with 4 being a series titled Prison Kingpin, and is available for purchase on Amazon and local bookstores. Whereas M.Swain plans to bring a publishing company and bookstore to the Oakland area of Haines City, creating jobs for troubled individuals and youth in the area. Whereas the city of Haines City is proud to honor one of its own who, instead of allowing the obstacles to determine his future, is giving back to his community and advocating programs to get more underserved and poverty-stricken youth involved in reading. And whereas the city of Haines City is hereby proclaiming July 25th as the M.Swain Recognition Day. Now therefore, I, Ann Huffman, Mayor of the City of Haines City, do hereunto set my hand and cause to be affixed to the Great Seal of City of Haines City on the 27th day of July 2022. M.Swain Recognition Day in the City of Haines City, and urge all the public officials, educators, librarians, and all residents of Haines City to observe this day with appropriate programs, ceremonies, and activities. And with this, whereof I have hereunto set my hand and cause the seal of the City of Haines City to be affixed this 27th day of July 2022.
While Mr. Swain is coming forward, I just want to say that we're witnessing a success story. Many people would have remained and wallowed in the area that they were in, but he chose to climb his way out of that bucket of crabs, and he's doing positive things in the community. And I am so proud to stand here by you and thank you so much for caring enough that you made it. Some people would be like, I graduated, I'm gonna burn the school down, I don't care if anybody else does. But you're different, and it shows, and I appreciate that.
Yes, ma'am, and I'm thankful.
And I'll give you an opportunity to
speak.
To speak.
Okay.
This is a very humbling experience for me to be through, made it through all that I made it to be in this moment. It's a joy, it's an honor.
And I stand in front of you people today, and it's funny to me because I was in school the other day in the principal's office and I wasn't in trouble. They was actually trying to get me, we were speaking about me doing work in the public school system. So that started a whole nother round of emotions. But I wrote something and I want to say it before my time's up. First off, I would like to say, without my grandmother, Luella Anderson, introducing God into my life, at times I wonder, where would I be without him? So all praises to God. Thank you to the Honorable Mayor Ann Huffman for doing the unthinkable for me by granting me this moment. I wish I could have been a fly on the wall when the whys came, or are you out of your minds was spoken. But I know that you are moving in the manner which God directs you. So humbly, ma'am, I thank you, Mayor Huffman. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Then to the city of Haines City. I never thought that the city that first sent me to prison at 16 would be the city that gave me recognition for what I have turned my adversaries my adversities into. My plan is to make the city proud of the work I do in the representation of Haines City as I go out to make a name for myself in the world of business as an author that tells the stories that births my visions. I'm not going to say that prisons shouldn't exist. Even I have met some individuals that belong in such places. However, there shouldn't be a child in prison. I was in prison fighting for my life before I was old enough to go to any branch of the United States military to fight for my country. And there's something sadly wrong with that. And it's my obligation to change that from not only the avenues of legislation, but also by going into my communities and changing the mindsets of the people. So in closing, I'm going to say this. There's a lesson we as humans can learn from the animals that God created. Take the lessons from the geese. Yes, the geese. We all have looked up in the sky and witnessed these birds flying in what is noted as the V formation. These birds fly this way for a deeper reason than most know. See, as each bird flaps his wings, it creates an uplift for the bird immediately falling behind him. This creates a 71% greater flying range than if each bird attempted these voyages on their own. Now that we can take from this lesson from these birds. Now, what can we take from the lesson from these birds? People who share a common direction can get where they are going more quickly and easily, traveling on the thrust of each other's uplift. But the most interesting thing that comes from watching these birds and learning from the V formation is when you see the break in the formation. When the lead bird falls back into the formation, that bird is now relying on its fellow kind to carry its weight. So we all can rely on each other in the same way God put right in front of us through the nature of his creatures. Who knows when to take the lead, when to follow, and rely on the strengths of each other to reach a common goal. Which for all people, that common goal should be your neighbor. The person standing beside you, the homeless person on the streets. Nobody is better than anybody. God created us all to look after one another. That's the assignment of every one of us in this room, in this city, and on this earth. Humbly, I thank you. And I don't know what to say. I just know what to do.
Thank you so much, and we are definitely going to be working with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks for coming back home.
Yeah.
And making a difference.
Yes, ma'am.
Long story between us two.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Nice to see you again, Mr. West.
Yeah, no problem.
Commissioner West, why don't you take a picture with me?
Sure. I was probably working in law enforcement when this young man was got into trouble, but you know, trouble don't last always, and God can prove and show that you can turn your life around and make something positive. So you've done that, and God's going to favor you and elevate you, man. Mike,
Thank you,
so
thank
much,
you,
guys.
brother. Thank you, thank you, Lord. You made a difference in my life.
I know, man. So yeah. All right, brother.
Thank you. The next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. If anyone wishes to speak
Michael Swain.
on the consent,
And I appreciate it. Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
Thank you. And I will be giving you a call
Okay,
because I got a
perfect.
lot of ideas.
Perfect. We appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank
You too.
But I'm just amazed that, you know, you coming out with the book and you getting honored here today. And, you know, it's just amazing that where you came from. And then I told you similar to my story where I came from. Right. And then when I go to read into your book, I find out that me and you born on the same day. Yeah. So I know that I'm good people. So I know you good people.
Yeah, I'm good people.
So that's probably why we kind of clicked it like we did. Right. And so I just want you to let them know, like, how do you feel today for being honored today in front of all these people that been out just a year?
Well, I'm gonna say quote something from one of my homeboys. He said, bro, my granddaddy been in this community for years doing business.
Right.
He don't have a day.
Right.
If you make $10 million off that book, you can't buy a day.
Right.
People that get streets, they get the streets named after they dead and gone.
Exactly.
So for somebody like me to come back home in such a short period of time and be honored, granted this type of status.
Right.
All I'm thinking about now is, can I be a judge next? Or
I know that's
can I
right.
be the mayor next? Or,
I know that's right.
you know, because
Right.
it's like, wow, me?
Right.
Me?
You ain't never dream of this. You ain't never see this coming.
No. And that's the power that God has that we don't understand. Like you think you're going this way, and God said, no, I need you to go that way.
Right. So where you see yourself at, like 5 to 10 years from now?
5 to 10 years from now, I see myself as being a prominent businessman in the area and throughout other places, because I plan to do business not just in my state, in my
Right.
city, but in other states as well. Owning a very successful publication company, which I do own a company now,
Right.
but you know, to work to get it to that successful
Right.
status, we still got work to do.
Right.
I see myself being an advocate for troubled youth and incarcerated individuals across America
Right.
and the world. Like Brittany Griner was given 9 years today by a Russian court for marijuana.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
9 years in prison, like, and what I saw on television about Russia prison, it's like the roughest prisons in the world.
Oh my.
So, you know, it's just so much work that we need to do as people. And we all need to become advocates for those that's incarcerated.
Right.
So, you know, I dedicate my book to a
Right.
lot of people, but my book is really to those that's incarcerated.
Right.
It's a message to those that's incarcerated to know that, you know, there's a better way, there's a different way. You know what I mean? We all have a talent, a gift, and if we use those talents and gifts, you know what I'm saying, like this stuff like this happens.
Right. Right.
You know?
Right. And so I know that your mom, this is your mom behind you?
Yeah, that's my mom, my sister, and my son.
I know y'all are just amazed of how he came out and did so good. I mean, I know that, I'm surprised. Like, I know that, my friend had told me about last Thanksgiving in Davenport that he stepped to Abercrombie. And she was like, that's that dude. That is that dude. And that I was telling you about. And so it was just amazing that he came on the show and that the show that Abercrombie like sponsors. So it's some connection is there. Like I said, I see a lot in just the community. He's trying to build it in the community, which you're supposed to do that, but I see him nationwide because it's bigger than just Polk County. After a while, you know how it goes. They don't support you as much as you want them to. Yeah. But I told him, like, even with his event that he had, I said, this is your first event. You got to let people know. But in order to get that younger crowd, you got to be around the younger crowd. You got to go where they at so they can feel who you are. Because they looking at an OG coming out with an old car that they want. You know what I'm saying? That car costs money. I know about old cars. So they want that car. They feel like, how you got out within this period of time, and then they got you around all the mails and this and that, and we've been out here all this time, and we ain't made it this far. So sometimes they gotta get to know people, your story, and get to know who you are, and then it get better, as they go. So I'm just amazing to be interviewing you. I'm just amazing that we got the same birthday. That's everything.
Right.
I just that is everything to me because I don't find too many people that has March the 20th birthday. So you got to celebrate.
Oh, yeah,
we're going to do it big.
Yeah, we're going to turn up.
I do it. I turn up, and I'm extra. Oh. So we're going to let your wife know I'm extra because I might take a picture on a horse. That's the thing that I do. They say, Kim, how do you have a birthday party at a section and fix it up? That's me. I'm going to fix the section up. Most people don't fix up a section. Yeah. I'm different. Yeah. I did this year I did at my friend's house, I did a whole video like I was a movie star. I manifested. And see, he reminded me, that's why I said, he kind of reminded me, even when he said, when I have a thing, I'm going to have firecrackers coming all out. That's something I would do, because I'm extra. Because they like my daughters, I'm saying, Mom, you're extra. I think Pisces are extra. Yeah. We're very free-hearted. We're very good people. Yeah. We have good hearts. But if you get our time, we got some for you. Yeah, we got some. So you better stay on the good side.
We definitely want our lick back.
Yeah. But we good people. I'm just glad to come in and interview you, and I'm very proud of you. And like I said, I just don't see you just in Haines City in Polk County getting big. I see you nationwide. Like what the guy named EJ? What his name? EJ. The one that's his name. That he like motivation speaker.
Oh, you talking about the one brother that go and speak to the sports people. What's his
He
name?
speak all over. His name.
Yeah, I know exactly
You know
what
what I'm
you're
talking about?
talking-
You remind me of him. You're not as aggressive as he is,
I know
but
exactly
you're more
what you're
of the humble side of him. You understand? So it's like the like me. They say I kind of like Carly B. I'm kind of like the ratchet, can't talk that good, but everybody still love me because I'm me. It's better to be you than to be fake. I'm not gonna come in, hi, how you doing? This is no. I'm gonna be me.
That's
Be
right.
yourself. Without.
Right.
But I'm
That's right.
country.
That's right.
But I'm just glad to have you on the show, and I mean to come here and interview you on this event. You see what I'm saying? The show, and we ain't on the show, see?
We don't show.
And then I was saying on the show, I meant to say this. I was saying because it got emotional in there, and someone took it to a whole nother level. But I just want to present that people when you feeling something, and I was feeling the whole conversation. Like I wasn't even looking at the thing. I was mostly looking at him because you can feel him from the heart. Like I don't know if y'all that's your brother, but you can feel him from the heart. And when you can do that and get in a crowd of people and do that, that's amazing.
He always been a talker.
Yes, that's amazing. She said, "Oh, he said he'll talk." Oh, Mama, no.
He talk.
You get it from him. That's your dad. Okay.
I got two other kids that's not here. One of them's
Okay.
gonna be mad at me because
You didn't
she
tell
probably
her.
gonna say you could have took me with you.
Right.
But
It is what it is.
yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
all right. So
But-
if there's anything you want to say about how to get the book and
Okay, you can get my book on Amazon. You go on Amazon, you put in Prison Kingpin. Well, so many people done searched it and bought it that
Right.
now it's coming to the top of search engine.
Right.
So by the time you put Prison KI,
Right.
Kingpin,
Right.
Volume 1's gonna pop up.
Yes.
You just tap that,
Right.
do your thing, Kindle, order the book. It's $25 for the book, it's $9.99 for the Kindle. You can go on my website, which is author, capital A.M.Swain, at I get back with you on that one.
Right.
Lulu.
Right.
And sometimes you catch me in town anywhere, I'll probably have a book. But
Right.
what counts for me is the book sales on Amazon, Lulu. That's what counts for me. So
Right.
I would appreciate it if you buy the book, and I promise you won't be let down by not just that book, but any book that I've written. And I'm excited. I'm ready
Right.
to get to work.
right. Yeah.
I'm ready to get to work and mix all this stuff God put on my plate with what I, put on my
Yeah, and I
plate.
want to say this because I like your book. I was speaking to some other people that that sponsors a lot of stuff, and I was trying to I'm getting them. I ain't trying to because I'm manifesting it to get them to buy your book off of Amazon and give it to boys in like foster homes and boys that are in trouble, so they can read your book, so they can get. Because my son, and he's in the Fed. I want to get some of the books to him. So I'm going to get some sponsors to sponsor. I think that'll be the best thing in the world to do for you because that's getting the book and the word out and getting more people to buy the book. And you don't want to give them too much of the book because then,
No, I ain't gonna give you much of it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell you like this: if you like to read, if you like emotions when you read, if you want to cry, you want to throw the book, you want to curse the writer out, you want to curse a person out, you want to celebrate, turn up with the person. This
Right.
is the book. My
Right.
book. It covers every spectrum of emotion that you will ever, some that you didn't even know you had.
right,
Yeah.
right.
So
Yes, and I've been reading some of it. I haven't read all of it, but it's a big book. So, and it's worth well over $25 because I know small books for like $20. But a book is a book, but this is a big book, so it's well worth $25. So I just want everybody to buy it. Like I said, I don't had a couple people that tried to get my book. No, you're gonna purchase your own book, and you can't buy my book because it was gave to me. So go purchase your own book, and if I see him, if he got some on hand, because what you're gonna have to do is everybody from the out in the streets are not going to buy books, so you don't have to have them on hand.
You got to have
and you'll
them
sell
on.
more just like that, too.
Yeah, you're right. So thank you, Miss Kim, and to my Facebook family, friends. I got to shout out to the haters because without you, there is no me. But this moment was so powerful,
Right.
And I love you know, the people that's been on my Facebook since I've been home. I started my Facebook before I came home.
Right.
I started my Facebook in 2017,
Right.
and it was all surrounding this book.
Right, right.
So, you know, this is something that I've been visualizing and manifesting
Right.
from inside of the penitentiary.
Right.
So I've had, you know, followers while I was not out here.
Right.
Right? So now that I'm out here, I see the love.
Right.
You know what I mean? Some of y'all are mad at you because you didn't come to my event, but I see the love, and
Right.
I appreciate y'all. and I'm just going to continue doing what I got to do to make y'all happy.
Right.
Okay, so that's it. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
I got to travel.
Y'all go
some
get this
more.
book.
Yeah, go get my book.
Real bad.
Yeah, get-
Real bad. Like Richard said, real bad.
Thank you for coming out.
Yes, so what you gonna do is just get somebody.